Fair Housing Commission. My name again is Allie DeMedeiros. I'm the attorney for the Fair Housing Commissioners. Also present today from the Fair Housing Commission staff is Miss Alexis Enlow. She's your case manager. You also see the name Jomaris Castro Almeida, PCEHR FHC staff. She runs our Zoom hearings for us. Before we get started today, there's a couple things I have to go over. First, you're being recorded. We record all our hearings. By remaining on the line and participating in the hearing, you are consenting to be recorded. Our Zoom hearings have the same force and effect as if we were in person. The only difference is on Zoom, we do not have a court reporter. In the event either party wants to appeal a finalish order of this commission, you can reach out to me or the case manager and we'll provide you with a copy of the video recording. Please be mindful of what you're saying and doing because it is being recorded. Second, at 9 o'clock this morning, the commissioners and myself, the attorney, met in a private executive session to discuss the day's cases. We do this on every hearing day with every single case. Third, the parties had the opportunity to submit documents. I have those documents saved on my computer and can share them with everyone on the screen. Please keep in mind that the commission generally only reviews the very basic documents in a case prior to a hearing. If there's something you want me to put on the screen for everyone to look at the same time, I can do that. I just need the name, date, or description. Lastly, during the course of today's hearing, it might be necessary for the commissioners to speak privately to make decisions in this matter. If they need to do that, they're going to invite you to join separate rooms divided by party called breakout rooms. A prompt will come on your screen at the appropriate moment asking you if you would like to join a breakout room. We will direct you to click join when you see that prompt. Once in the breakout room, please remain in the room. We will never end a hearing when you are in a separate room. Please make sure you're back in the main room and that a commissioner or staff member dismisses you before you log off or hang up. Thank you very much for listening. With that, I'm going to hand the case over to Miss Enlow to get the parties' names and spellings and swear you in.
Good morning, everyone. This is the matter of Teresa Cannon versus Mavericks Construction, LLC. This is the first fair housing hearing for this matter. The docket number is 2025-01-29-19763. At this time, beginning with the tenant, can you please state and then spell your first and last name slowly and clearly for the record?
Teresa Cannon, Theresa Cannon, Cannon.
Thank you very much. Moving on to the owner, landlord, can you please state and spell your first and last name slowly and clearly for the record?
Matthew Thomas, Mattthew,
Thank you. At this time, go ahead.
My wife is going to be joining. Is that okay?
Sure, she needs to also be sworn in. So she present?
Yeah, she's right. Are you going to get your own computer? Okay, she's getting ready to join in now.
Okay.
Right.
So we just had somebody named Corinne Chapman join the Zoom hearing. I'm presuming this is landlord Matt Thomas's wife.
That's the landlord, yes.
Okay, lovely. Can you hear me, Miss Chapman?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Alexis. Thank you.
Sure. Ms. Thomas, can you also state and spell your first and last name for the record, please?
My name is Corinne, Corin, last name Thomas, Thomas.
Okay, thank you. At this time, I would like to swear the parties in. Can you please all raise your right hands? Do you swear or affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Counsel, can you please put your name on the record and state who you are representing?
Yes, Devin Ukda, UQDAH for Matt Thomas, Corinne Thomas, the landowner, property owners under doing business as Mavericks Construction LLC.
Thank you very much. The commission has 3 rules for today's hearing. First, do not speak over or interrupt each other, and do not speak over or interrupt the commissioners. Each party will have an opportunity to give testimony and present evidence. Second, please do not use generic phrases such as he or she. When you refer to an individual, please use the tenant, the landlord, or their name to keep the record clear. And third, when giving a date, please give a complete date that includes the year each time. The commissioners present today are Commissioner Baez and Commissioner Brunson. Thank you.
Hi, good morning and welcome to the Fair Housing Commission. Today's hearing will be structurally as follows. We will first hear from the tenant, and then we will go and hear from the landlord. Before we start the hearing, I would like to mention that because the commission only has 2 commissioners hearing this case, we will not be able to issue a final order. In order for the commission to issue a final order, a third commissioner will have to review the video recording and the evidence that has been submitted. And once that person does that, then the commission will reconvene and render an order. So an order, if one is appropriate, will be given at a later time. So today we are only eliciting testimony and evidence from the parties. I will begin by asking the tenant, Ms. Cannon, can you please state the property address that we're here to discuss?
123 North 53rd Street, Philadelphia, PA 19139.
And when did you first move into this property?
I believe it was March of 2023.
Okay, and are you still residing at the property?
No, I moved at the beginning of March.
I'm sorry, you moved out the beginning of March?
Yes,
So you're no longer living there?
no.
Okay. When you filed this complaint, you alleged retaliation. What is your intention for today's hearing?
Basically, I just feel as though it was unfair the way that my lease was terminated. I got 2 notifications. The way I had to move abruptly. It was just an inconvenience, and I still don't understand why I got 2 notices. Like how
I understand. So we're not going to be able to go into that very deeply, but we will ask some additional questions of you. So if you when you first moved into the property, did you receive a certificate of renter suitability?
No,
Did you receive that document at any time after moving in?
no,
Did you receive a lead safe certificate?
no,
At any point, did you receive a lead safe certificate from the landlord?
no.
And when you moved in, did you pay a security deposit?
Yes.
What was the amount of the security that you paid?
At that time, I believe it was 1,100.
In your complaint, you stated that you paid $1,025 in
Okay,
security.
yes, that's the amount. Yes,
Did you pay last month's rent as well, or
yes,
just you
I did.
upfront?
Yes, I paid everything at one time, first, last, and security.
Okay. Did the landlord credit you or apply last month's rent to your ledger, if you are aware?
No, I'm not aware of that.
When was the last time that you paid rent to the landlord?
In January?
January of which year?
December, 2024.
I'm sorry, December of 2024?
Yes,
Okay, I'm sorry. And what is the monthly rent for this property?
1175.
1175. Okay. So just to be clear, you last paid the landlord rent in December of 2024.
No, January. I'm sorry, it was January.
Okay.
I handed everything in. I don't have it on hand with me. I'm at work right now, but
Okay,
I believe it was
understand.
January.
Okay, so last time that rent was paid was for January of 2024. So rent was not paid for the month of February.
No,
Okay, and then when did you move out of the property?
in February. I was out by March 1st in a new residence.
Okay. Did you give the landlord any forwarding address regarding the security deposit?
I haven't spoken to them, no.
Have you received any communications from the landlord regarding the security deposit?
No, I haven't.
And what is your understanding of any outstanding rent that you may owe to the landlord? What is your position on that?
None, because I was told to be out by the end of February.
Okay. We're gonna come back to you, but I just want to ask the landlord some questions regarding documentation, okay?
Commissioner Bias, before you continue, I just wanted it to be clear. She said that she last paid rent in January 2024. Was that 2025 or
I'm sorry, she
2024?
said 2025.
2025.
It's 2025, and you moved out in February 2025?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Commissioner, if I may,
I'm sorry?
if I may,
Oh,
uh,
okay. Well, what is it that?
I just based on the face of the complaint, the last time rent was paid is December 2024.
So you need to elicit questions from
Okay.
your client to establish that, but Commissioner Bias had some establishing questions. So go ahead, Commissioner Bias.
So I just wanted to go through the landlord. What is their position of the delivering of the certificate of renter suitability? Was it delivered to the tenant?
No,
At no point during her tenancy?
no,
Okay. Was a let's safe certificate ever delivered to the tenant?
no.
According to our records, there is a license to rent for this property. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Correct.
Okay. And regarding the security deposit, the tenant's testimony was that she paid last month's rent and also security deposit. What is your stance on that regarding what she paid up front?
Um, I know she did pay $500 at the time of move-in. But I am unsure if it was first and last month rent. So I would have to confirm with my records. I'm not sure at this time.
Okay. And then regarding the question of when the tenant last paid rent, what is your position on that?
December 2024.
So then what is the outstanding rent from your perspective?
From our perspective, the outstanding rent remains January and February. But if she's arguing that she paid last month's rent, then the rent in question is January.
How much from landlord's perspective is the monthly rent?
So this lease is outdated. This is
Okay.
I believe from 2023 when she originally moved in. Her current rental rate is $1,300.
Do you have a current lease that says that?
So we sent the rent increase via email, and I can provide that documentation to you.
Okay, Ali. Don't know if
I'm
Okay,
sorry, it wasn't 1,300.
go on. I'm sorry. Go on.
Sorry, her rent was 1175. Yeah, it was 1175 as of February 2024.
But at move-in, it was 11 or $1,025?
Yeah,
Or
1125.
or 1125. Okay.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, it wasn't 1,300, it was 1175.
Okay.
The email now.
So at this time, I would just like to make clear really what the issues are in this case. Because the tenant is no longer residing at the property, we are not going to have a hearing on retaliation as that issue is no longer relevant. That we are not going to have a hearing regarding the no good cause notice to terminate because the tenant is no longer there. So really, we are only here in this case to address the issues regarding the licensing and other documentations that are needed in the city of Philadelphia to engage in a landlord-tenant relationship, and the obligations that the tenant has to the landlord regarding payment of rent. Um, Given that that is the very defined universe that we are living in right now, I don't have any further questions for either party. I understand that the landlord has representation. So if there are any questions that you want to ask or present, you are welcome to do that. Um, we do not have a quorum, so this case will be taken under advisement. Commissioner Brunson, do you have any questions of either party?
I don't have any additional questions.
Okay. Council, if you wish to present anything, you may. Obviously, you have to understand what I just mentioned, but you can obviously present any case that you believe I haven't addressed or any issues that I haven't addressed.
Yeah, thanks, Commissioner. I guess just some clarifying things based on the face of the complaint and then like a closing. Just reaffirming that based on the face of the complaint that the monthly rent is $1,175. The last time rent was paid is December 2024, and that the landlords have an active renter's license. Due to the tenant vacating the property and the retaliation not be at issue, I would ask that this forum be dismissed.
Yeah, so we would not be dismissed in this case. Like I stated, we are still holding it under jurisdiction because of the licensing and the other documentations that are required in order for a landlord and tenant to engage in Philadelphia.
Well, I guess I request for a continuance due to the change in that.
Okay.
What's the grounds for the continuance, council?
Because I was prepared to argue about the unfair rental practice and the retaliation. So it seems that now that that's not what the hearing actually is about.
Well, was the landlord aware that the tenant had moved out of the property?
No,
Oh, okay.
that's news to us today. Like I actually we were not aware of that at all.
Okay, commissioners, I would request a recess at this point if we can do that.
Okay. So we will be taking a recess at this time. So parties are going to see an invitation to join a breakout room. Please join that room and we'll retrieve you once we are ready to proceed. Thank you. Okay, we're just waiting for all parties to rejoin the room. I believe we're waiting for one other person.
I don't see tenant. Give her a moment. The room is closing in 16.
Okay. Okay, I see that the tenant has rejoined the room. Can all parties hear me? You can just nod. Okay. So on the request for a continuance, we are going to be denying that request at this time. The commission does not need that we need a further hearing in order to have a third commissioner hear this case and issue a final order. We will also be asking either party to submit proof of payment of the security deposit or any money that is being held by the landlord. The tenant testified that she may have paid last month's and also security deposit. Uh, Tenant, if you have proof of payment of that payment, please submit it to the commission, or landlord, if you have proof, please submit that to the commission by 5 p.m. on Friday. With that, we will be taking this case under advisement. Please submit to the commission the evidence that we requested. I have nothing further to add. If there are any questions?
I have a question logistically. So I'm just submitting bank statements either way to who?
to Alexis. She's the case manager who has been handling the case for this hearing.
Okay.
Okay, if there are no other questions, this meeting is adjourned. Hearing is adjourned. Parties are free to leave. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Okay, just have everyone log off.